ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्री कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेषुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजता दधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहैतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, canto 10, chapter 53, verse number 22. So in yesterday's class we read that after Krishna has heard the message from Sri Rukmani Devi, he decided to go to Kundinpur. Therefore he ordered his driver Daruka to get the chariot ready. Then he jumped onto it with the Brahmana and left for Kundinpur. In the meantime, Balaram came to know about his departure, so he also got a big army and arrived almost same time. So now he is describing in this verse what Sri Rukmani Devi was thinking in the meantime, because it's already now one day and next day will be marriage, because this is this morning time. So Bhishma Kanya Vararoha Kankshantyaagamanam Harehe Pratyapattim Apashyanti Dujasya Chintayat Tada. So daughter of King Bhishma, who was very beautiful, she was very much waiting for Sri Krishna's arrival, and she did not see the Brahmana returning, Pratyapattim Apashyanti, and therefore she became very anxious. What is happening? Is Krishna coming, not coming? So all this thought process was going in her mind. So Sri, no comment on this. So then she says, Aho triyama antarita udvaho me alparadhasaha nagachantyar vindaksho naham vedmyatra karanam. So see, this is what she was thinking, that alas, there is only one more night in between, triyama antarita, and then it will be my marriage time, udvaho me. I am very unfortunate, because the lotus-eyed Sri Krishna has not come, and I do not know what is the cause for it, why he has not come. So that's how she is deliberating. Suryodayat purvameva atsukya bhayaditi. So this is before even the sun rises, because she was hoping that he will come. So she was very eager, and also she was having the anxiety, very anxious. Rukmani achintyat. So she thought as follows: Triyama adyatani ratri. So Triyama refers to the night, because there are 3 yamas. One yama is 3 hours, 2 hours. No, Ashtayam. So then how it will become 24 hours?
They will add 2 yams in the Madhyana and night to make it 4 hours 48, and that is 1 yam.
But yam is only 8.
Yeah, totally 8.
So then 3 hours.
Madhyana and Ratri they will add, so it will become 48. But it is not exactly 24 hours like that in a day.
Okay. Anyway, one yam is considered as how many muhurtas? 48 minutes is 1 muhurta. So adyatani ratri taya eva antaritaha. So it's only tonight which is the remaining time. And then swastanyam ratrau tu vivaha lagnam eva iti bhava. And tomorrow night is my lagna for marriage. Lagna is the time, muhurta lagna. Alparadhasaha mandabhagyaya. So I am very unfortunate, because Krishna has not arrived, and I don't know what is the cause why he has not come. Sopi navarteta adyapi mat sandesha haro dvija. And also the dvija, the Brahmana, whom I sent with the message, so he has also not returned. So therefore there is no news. Api mai anavadyatma drishtva kinchit jugupsitam matpani grahane nunam nayati hi kritodyamaha. So now she is seeing some problem in herself. Generally something happens, you blame others. So she is blaming herself. So she says that Api Mayi Anavadyatma, that Krishna is Anavadyatma, he is perfect, he is free from all defects, and he must have noticed some defects in me. So Drishtva Kinchit Jugupshitam, some undesirable quality in me, and that's why he is not coming to accept me in marriage. Matpani grahane nunam nayati krita-udyama. That although he was krita-udyama, means he was ready to come, but he saw some problem in me, some defect, some fault, and therefore he stopped. So api iti shankayam, the word api is used in the sense of doubt or conjecture. Nayati hi krita-udyama iti. So because two words are used, one is krita-udyama, means making effort, other is not coming. So if he is making effort, he should come. He is making effort also, but he is not coming. So this sounds contradictory. So therefore he explains that prathamam atra agantum udyamaha krita eva ataiva vipramapi swasanga eva anitum na prathamam prasthapit one prasthanavsaretu mai kinchit. He says that he first was ready to come here and wanted to bring the Brahmana also along with me. That's why he did not send him earlier. Means he told the Brahmana, stop, I'm coming, so we'll go together. But then he did not come. So because the Brahmana did not come, so that means he first decided that both will come together. Otherwise Brahmana would come earlier and then he will come or not come. But Brahmana is not coming. He says this is the reason that he said I will go together, therefore he did not arrive. Otherwise at least Brahmana should have arrived. That's the logic. You understand the logic or not? So kurta eva atayeva vipramapi swasangam eva anitum natpapra. So therefore he wanted to bring the Brahmana also with himself and did not send him beforehand. But when he began or he was ready to leave, prasthanavsaretu mai kinchit jugupshitam sharir buddhihadi gatam drishtva. But when he was ready to leave, then he realized that I have some bodily defect, and therefore he stopped. Yato anavadyatma, because he himself is pure, nirdesha dehanta karanadi, he has no defects in his body or in his mind. Mam sadoshayas tad bhariyatvat narhattvamiti bhava. And therefore because I am defective, so I do not deserve to be his wife, and that's why he rejected me. Atah sopi dvijo nunam akritartha mattanu tyaga bhayat nayati. And therefore the Brahmana is also not coming, because Brahmana is thinking that if I go and tell her, then she may commit suicide. Girls do that sometimes, right? So old story. So therefore Brahmana did not want that I commit suicide. At least if I don't go, she has a hope. I may come. She keeps herself alive. So for that reason, he did not come. But now both come. So that's good news. दुर्भगायान मे धाता नानुकूलो महेश्वरः देवी वा विमुखा गौरी Rudrani Girija Sati. So she is saying that I am unfortunate, and therefore Dhata means Brahma, Vidhata, Dhata, Vidhi, Hansa Vahana. So he is not favorable to me. That's why it's happening. And then Shiva, who is also there, he is also not favorable. And then Devi, Gauri, Girija, Sati. So 4 names are used for her. Devi, Gauri, Rudrani, 5, Girija and Sati. So she is also not happy with me. Because if you want to get married, get blessing of Sati Devi, Rudrani. So now I don't have any blessings for them. This is the reason. Punarapi Bahutaram Samshayana eva Sanshayana eva. So again she is being doubtful. She is conjecturing in the following way. Durbhagayati. I am very unfortunate. Dhata me na anukulayati. And why? Because Dhata, Brahma is also supposed to be the person who writes your fate. Dhatapi marstu marhati. So your fate is written on your forehead. Some people also read the lines on the forehead because your fate is written there. So Brahma writes on the 6th day, Shashti, right? Shashti puja is done after birth. That is the day Brahma writes. So Dhata me na anukula, he is also not anukula, he is not favorable. Mat pratikulena vidhatra eva va vartmani eva kochit sa pratibandhita. And because Vidhata, Brahma is not favorable to me, so when Krishna was coming, he went and told him, what are you doing? Don't go. So he stopped him. Pratibandhita. Tat pratikulya hetur na drishyate. But I don't see any reason why he should be against me. So therefore it says Maheshwara. Maheshwara va kadachin mat pujama prapya kupita. Says because I don't do any Maheshwar puja. So he got upset. He never worships me. Devatas are also like that. If you make a feast, you don't invite your neighbor, he gets upset. Why he is inviting everybody but not me? So Maheshwar also. And Maheshwar is more powerful than Shiva. So he stopped. Sat Maheshwara va kadachin mat pujam aprapya kupita. He is angry, he gets angry also quickly. Maheshwari Maha Aishwaryat Tasya Mayi Balikayam Nikrishtayam Agyayam Kopo na yujyate. But he is Maheshwara. Maheshwara means he has great Aishwarya, he has great opulence. And I am just a young girl. And I am not any great person that he has to become angry at me. Moreover, I am ignorant. So he should not be angry at me. Iti aho pratyaham aradhya manam api Gauri Devim va vimukhi hanta hanta kam apradham me sa prapta. So then she is thinking that maybe it is Gauri who has become upset with me, that although I worship her, aradhya manam api Gauri Devi, somehow she has turned against me. I must have committed some offense. Offense is the magic word, right? If you want to scare somebody, just say offense. So offense is the fence keep people away. So it says, Mai balikayam nikrishtayam agyayam. I am a balika. Balika means small girl. And I am nikrishta. I am insignificant. And I am agya. I am ignorant. So it is not proper for her to become angry at me. And although I do worship to her every day, so aho pratyaham aradhyamanam api. Every day I puja for Gauri. Like gopis were worshipping Katyayani to get husband. If you want a good husband, you worship Gauri. So Gauri Devi va vimukha. Then hanta. So she is thinking, because without cause the effect is not there. So if some effect is there, there must be some cause for it. If he is not coming, Krishna is not coming, there must be some reason. He wanted to come, but these people stopped him because they are very influential. Brahma, Shiva, Parvati, Gauri, Girija, Sati. So that's the problem. So, Mai balikayam vaimukhyam gata. Tasyaha sansargiko ayam va dosha. And then she says that actually it is also her nature to get angry. Some people are naturally like irate by nature. They get upset with a very small thing. So that's why he is now explaining. She is Rudrani. So Rudrani means wife of Rudra. Rudra means one who makes you cry. So Rudrani also. So therefore, samsargiko yamba dosa. It is her natural characteristic. Samsargik means natural, means not that somebody has done something. So tatpati sarvajanan rodayet. Her husband makes everyone cry. That's why it is called Rudra. Rodhanat Rudra. Satu mamiti rodayatu. Nam. And therefore she is making me cry. Hanta mama etavad vaklavyam pran jihasa paryantam api drishtva katham na braviti. And how is that I am so anxious, I am ready to give up my life. Why she does not see this and do something? She is not changing her mind. Why her heart is not melting? So her heart, because Dra means Dravan, Ro means Rodhan. She makes someone cry, but then her heart melts when she sees the person crying. So why her heart is not melting? So this is because this characteristic is coming from the father. She is called Girija. He is actually just applying the meaning of all the name. So Rudrani, the characteristic to make you cry comes from husband. And then the heart not melting. Shiva is called Ashutosa, gets pleased very quickly, but not she. Why? Because she is Girija. She is the daughter of mountain, stone. She is stone putri. She is stone-hearted. So how can she melt? Stones don't melt. That's why I say this guy is stone-hearted. Means very cruel. So she is Girija. Otherwise, why she is calling so many names here? Rudrani, Girija, Sati, Devi, Gauri. Devi is fine. But to Gauri also no problem. But Rudrani, Girija and Sati. So these three names are problematic. So it says, Tatra Patrikam Dosham Sambhavyantiyah. So she is conjecturing that this is because of the influence of her father. It's in her genes. Girija, Pashan Putri, daughter of the stone, stone born. Katham Dravet, so how is it possible for her to melt? If she was Himputri, daughter of ice, then it will be okay. Then she will melt quickly. But it's saying Girija. So he says, Atasaha madadeham tyajishyati eva. Therefore, she will make sure that I give up my body. So she is not melting. Iti nischanomi. So this is my conclusion, that she will not be gracious to me. She will make sure that I commit suicide because she is Sati. And what did Sati do? She committed suicide. So therefore, she doesn't care if I also do that. Those people who can be cruel to themselves, they can be cruel to anybody. Right? If you can torture yourself, then you can torture anybody. So if Sati could commit suicide herself, then it's no problem if she sees someone else doing it. So therefore he says, Yata Sati Purujanmuni Swameva Deham Tatyaja. Because Sati, in her past life, before she became Girija or Parvati, she committed suicide in the Daksha Yagya. Because Daksha was being very disrespectful to Maheshwara. So this is how he analyzes the names. Evam chintayati bala govinda hritamanasa namilyata kalagya netre cha shru kalakule. So that Bala, that girl who was meditating like this, thinking like this, she became focused on Krishna because Govinda Hrita Manasa, her mind was captured by Krishna. So therefore she got absorbed in thoughts of Krishna. And while thinking of Krishna, she closed her eyes so that she can actually focus on him and not be distracted by anything else. So Namilyat Netre Chashru Kalakulai. And her eyes were full of tears and agitated by that. So therefore she closed her eyes, but she is called here as Kalagnya, means who knows different effects of time. Kalagnyeti bhos chanchal chitta samprati tanu tyagopayam makuru yato na dhunapi tasya agaman kalo vyatitaha tasmat tanu tyagat purvam adhuna dhyanenaiva tanmukham ekvaram avlokayami natra tvam me pratibadhana badhana iti netre namilyat. So he is giving a very interesting meaning to the word Kalagya, because it's very unusual. Suddenly the word Kalagya means who has good knowledge about the time and what should be done at a particular time. So he says that she is thinking like this, saying that, oh, my fickle mind, do not think of finding a means to give up the body, because mind will make plans. He says, don't do that. Samprati tanu tyagopayam makuru. Why is that? He says Krishna has not come yet. Na adhunapi tasya agaman kalo vyatita. But it does not mean that he cannot come. Still the whole day is there. After all, her marriage is only on the next day. So if she commits suicide now and what he comes later, then what will happen? So therefore wait. You have whole day, whole night, and then next day morning, and then till noon time, because marriage is only at night. So you still have more than 24 hours. And then only you can think what is to be done. So therefore that is the meaning of Kalagya. Otherwise you make a mistake of taking a wrong decision, then it will be a problem. So it's important to take right decision at right time. You have to know when is the proper opportunity to do something and when it is not. So those who know this, they are called Kalagnyas. So tasmat tanu tyagat purvam adhuna, and since it is not yet time to give up the body, so how to pass the time? Says, let me just meditate on Krishna in the meantime. And therefore she closes her eyes. So dhyane neva tan mukham ekvaram avlokayani. I will see his face only through meditation. Although she has never seen him, but she will try to meditate on his face. Natratvam me pratibadhana. Therefore do not cause any obstruction to me. Means mind runs here and there, so don't do that. Become fixed, stable, and let me meditate on Krishna. So thinking like this, she closed her eyes. That is the significance. Evam vadvaha pratikshantya Govindagamanam nripa Vama urur bhujo netram asfuran priyabhashinaha. So when she was thinking like this and she was waiting for the arrival of Sri Krishna, then, O king, means Parikshit, her left thigh, left arm and left eye started quivering. So this is what happened. So these are the good omens for a woman. Quivering of the left part of the body is considered as auspicious. For men, the right side. And if it is opposite side, that is inauspicious. So she also knew that. So therefore it says Vama urur bhujo netram asfuran priyabhashana. So she who was having sweet voice, priyabhashana, and who was waiting for the arrival of Govinda. So Govinds also senses Govinds who will come quickly. So therefore she waited. Urvadayo aspuran priyabhashina subha suchaka. So her quivering of the thigh, arm and eyes, etc., they are good signs. And ekashe se sati punstvam arsham. So priyabhashinam it should have been. Means actually this priyabhashina is going along with the uru, bhuja and netra. And it should have been in neutral gender. Because priyabhashina is not for her, this is masculine. Otherwise it should be bhashinya. Because so it says that this usage of masculine gender in priyabhashina is arsha, it is not according to the Panini grammar. because it does not fit here. It should be Priyabhashinam. Bhashin. Yeah, it should be neuter. Swatha Krishna Vinirdishta Saevadu Sattamaha Antahapuracharim Devim Rajaputrim Dadarshaha. So when all this was going on, then the Brahmana, he arrived as he was instructed by Krishna. Krishna Vinirdishta Saeva Dusattama. That very Brahmana whom about Shiva was also thinking, and Saeva means the one who has been described earlier. So that Brahmana, he came there. He saw the queen, Devi Rajputrim Dadarsha, Antapuracharim, who was inside the female quarters. So that shows about the omens. Omen worked. Arjuna was also seeing omens when he was in the battlefield. Right? He said that I don't see good omens. So Krishnena Vinirdishtaha Puropvane Praptaha Subhasuchka Puropvane Praptam Masigram Kathaya Iti Adishta. So Krishna has instructed the Brahmana who was staying in some garden nearby. Some arrangements were made for him to stay there. So he said that you go quickly and tell her that I have come. Because he was also worried that she may do something. She is waiting for me. So therefore says, Mam Shigram Kathaya. So Mam Shigram Kathaya means that to inform what I have told you. Devi Dhyan Prapta Krishna Darshananandena Dotmana. So Devi here refers, Devi means Rukmani Devi, but Divu Dyotane Dhatu. So means she actually looked very brilliant. Why? Because she was having the bliss of meditating Krishna. She was able to actually see Krishna in her meditation. And that's why she was shining. Dhyan avesha udrekadeva Krishna parsvam gantum antahpura charati iti tathatam. So she is also called antahpura charim. So he says that by the intense meditation on Krishna, she was like as if trying to go away from the Antapura, the inner quarters, to meet Krishna. That's why she is called Antapuracharim here. Otherwise, why she is described like this. Satam prahishta vadanam avyagratma gatim sati alaksha lakshana bhigya samprichhachuchi smitaha. So when he came and he spoke something, then she opened her eyes and she saw Satam Prahashtavadanam, and he was very happy looking, he was smiling. So then she understood that he has good news for me. Avyagra Atma Gatim, and her movements were not disturbed or agitated. He was looking very peaceful, pleasant, happy. So by seeing this, and who could understand from the symptoms of this Brahmana, she knew that Krishna has come. So therefore she asked him with a beautiful smile. So Suchi Smita. So now her anxiety is gone. I don't think there is any comment in this. Yes, there is. So the Brahmana came and spoke like this to her. Sunanda viproham tvat priya parshvayad ayato mam pashya. So he said, this is a custom, like when junior people meet senior people like that, they have to introduce themselves. That I am so and so. So this is, sometimes you see that you meet some big sadhu, guru, and you go prostrate in front of them and then you recite your name, your gotra, your shakha. It's custom. So therefore the Brahmana is also saying Sunanda Vipraham, that I am Sunanda Vipra and I have come from the side of your lover Krishna, so please open your eyes. Because he was sitting in meditation. Mam Pashya iti uchchairukta uktavantam. He spoke this loudly. So prapta dhyana bhanga. Therefore her meditation broke. Sapi tam dadarsha. And then she also saw him. Na vyagra atmano manso gatiriyasya. And she saw that his movements were not vyagra or disturbed, but very peaceful. Tasmat gatir yasmat tam viprasya vadan harsha darshnena, and he was looking happy in his face. Tasya manso vyagram shantam abhut. Therefore her anxiousness also was removed. She became peaceful. Yato lakshana abhigya, because she was conversant with the symptoms, how when a person is in a particular mood, what does it mean? Lakshanam karya siddhi suchkam dudharsham swavamne vaman netradi spandanam avijanati tisa. So she understood that the purpose for which this messenger has been sent, he has achieved it, and that's why he is happy. So she knew this. And she also could understand the quivering of her left bodily limbs. So that also signified auspiciousness. Therefore she smiled. Sa shuchi shuddhi harshadyotkam smitam yasya. Sa purvam tu dukkhyapi bhav gopnartham kapata smita eva asiditi bhava. So the commentator says that she was now smiling, and the smile was Shuchi Smita, means it was pure smile. So what is impure smile? Why he has to say pure smile? So it signifies that before also she was smiling outwardly, not showing what is going on in her mind. So that smile was not pure smile. That was kapat smile, deceptive smile. And now her smile was pure smile, therefore she is called Shuchi Smita. That is the significance. Tasya vedayat praptam sasamsha yadunandanam uktam cha satyavachnam atmopnayanam prati. So then he spoke to her the message which Krishna has sent. So Yadunandanam Sasansha means the message of Krishna, which he said that please go and tell this to her. So now he related that message to Rukmani Devi. Uktam cha satyavachanam, he spoke truthfully and said that Krishna will carry you with himself. Atmopnayanam prati. And this is his promise. So praptam yadunandanam tasyai avedayat. So Krishna, who has come there, he related that to her. Atmanah swasya upnayanam samip prapanam prati yat satyavachanam uktam. So what Krishna has spoken, the true words that he will take her with himself. Tam anishya unmathya. Because remember earlier Krishna told the Brahmana that I will bring her here by churning the army of the enemies. So those are the Satyavachan, and that's why he has come according to his promise. So this is what he related. Of course, he must have said many more things, because now there was no hurry, there was no anxiety. So when you are in a happy mood, then you want to know more details, how it happened, how were you received, what did he say. She wants to know every detail. So ityadi sasamsha. So he described all that in detail. So now she was very happy, and she wants to give some gift to the Brahmana, but she did not find any gift. So this is very surprising statement. So it says, Praptau Shrutva Tamagatam Samagnyaya Vedarbhi Hrishtamanasa Nepashyanti Brahmanaya Priyamanyananamasa. So when she understood that Krishna has arrived, then she became very joyous, very delighted in her heart. You can imagine how happy she must have been at that time. Was ready, waiting, and even considering committing suicide. So now she gets the good news. So when you are anxious, when you wait for something and then it does not happen immediately, then the result comes. But you earn with hard labor, that's very relishable. So therefore, she was very happy. And she could not see what to give this Brahmana. So na pashyanti brahmanaya priyam. So it's not that there was nothing to give, but whatever we looked around, she thought this is not sufficient. I should give him some gold necklace, I should give him some wealth, this. But the news was so good that she kept on thinking, no, this is not sufficient, this is not sufficient. So she was not able to decide anything. And this can also be a problem. So she didn't give anything. And she just bowed down to him, nanamasa. So not being able to think what to give, she just offered her obeisance to the Brahmana. So now Brahmana is probably expecting some big. Brahmanas expect, right? Brahmanas are very happy. Happily they wait for dakshina. And if they get according to their wish, they are happy. If they don't, they feel, what is this? And they may not ask themselves. Some ask openly. Some are not so open, but they expect. So this guy did not get anything. So kimasmai paritoshikam dadami. So what reward can I give to him? Iti vimrishanti kevalam nanama. So thinking like this, all she gave, there's only one thing she gave her pranam. What can be more than that? She is Lakshmi personified. So she gave herself. She says, how much you want, take everything. Whatever you want. Otherwise it would be just some limited thing. So that's the meaning. It says, iti vimrishanti kevalam nanama. Yataha pranamad yat sarvasva arpanam api priyamasmin arthe samuchitam na pashyanti pranatyatu swasya rinitvam eva. Because she thought that if I give her everything I own, then it is still not sufficient. So what I do is that I just bow down to her and I remain indebted to him. And when I will remain indebted to him, he can have whatever he wants because I am Lakshmi. So therefore that's what she did. So samuchitam na pashyanti pranatyatu swasya rinitvam eva vyajyamasa. So she indicated that I am very, very indebted to you. And this was enough for the Brahmana. Just like when Sudama came to meet Krishna, visibly Krishna did not give anything to him. And he also did not ask. Although he came very poor poorly dressed, poor looking. So Krishna took care of him and gave him nice clothes to wear, food, all nice accommodation, everything. But when he was leaving, he didn't give him anything. But Brahmana was very happy still. He did not find fault with Krishna. Generally one would think, what is this? What kind of friend is this? Doesn't have any brain, that I am so poor and he is living in such opulence, he should give me something. He was thinking that, my friend knows me very well and he knows that if he gives me wealth, I will become proud. So he did not give me. See how great friend he must have been. Otherwise, we generally find fault even for a small thing. Little problem, immediately attack the other person. So that's how a devotee is not dosadarshi. So like that, this Brahmana also, he did not get anything, but he was satisfied. So therefore he says, Tadaiva viprasya griham sarvakalik sarvasampatti purna babhuva. He says, when she paid obeisances to him, just then the Brahmana got all wealth for all life. This life, next life, whatever. Because Mahalakshmi api rinitvat. Because he is the one who made Mahalakshmi indebted to himself. So therefore there was no lack remaining for him. So then he talks about how the king took care of Krishna and Balaram, which is very interesting. So praptau shrutva svaduhitur udvahe prekshanutsakau abhyat Turiya Ghoshana Ramakrishna Samarhanai. So when King Bhishmaka came to know that Krishna and Balaram have come to witness the marriage of his daughter, he became so happy because he liked Krishna and he actually wanted to marry her to Krishna, but the son did not like that. So therefore he went to them and worshipped them. We gave them nice gifts, Abhyayuta Turna Ghoshana, with very big music party. Turiya Ghosha, the king himself went. Ram Krishna Samarhani. And Madhuparkam Upaniya Vasamsi Vrajamsi Sa Upayanani Abhishtani Vidhivat Sampujyat. So he worshipped them properly according to the method. Earlier also it was described that he was vidhivit, that he knew the proper rules, proper system. So he came and he worshipped, he gave them Madhuparka. We read that in Gopal Champu. Right? Padya, Arghya, Madhuparka. So everybody remembers that. And gave them very nice fine cloths to wear, Vasamsi, Virajamsi, and many other gifts, Upayanani, Abhishtani, which were appreciated by them. And in this way he received Krishna and Balaram. He made nice arrangement for them to live and food and taken care of their army. Army of course was outside because they only came inside with few associates. Rest of the army remained outside the city. So we'll stop here if there is any question on this.
I was just checking, Babaji. So it has 6 time periods that are 2 hours 24 minutes and 2 time periods that are 4 hours 48 minutes. And these 6 time periods, 2 muhurtas are making 1 prahara. So for this calculation only in Bhagavata they are giving Shatyama for 2 hours 24 minutes. The rest 2 is 4 hours 48 minutes.
Yeah, that's why the timings for Astkalin are also like that.
A couple of questions. So Shishupal, last class we saw that Shishupal, Dantavakra and all of them came prepared to take care of Krishna. So it seems like they let them just come into the city and the king's worshipping them.
Yeah, but they are not the host. They must be staying in one corner somewhere. They are not guarding the city. They just came that in case he comes, we'll take care of him. But now he came and he spread the news that he's only coming to see. See, what happens is that he's also cousin brother of Shishupal, right? So the king would think that he has invited him. And he would think that he has invited me. When I was living in hostel in IIT Delhi, so at that time there was nothing. Now if you go, I cannot recognize. This IIT Delhi was like outside Delhi, main Delhi. It was like a forest area. But there was some residence nearby. So the students who lived in the hostel, there was nothing. They just live in the hostel, attend class, be in the hostel. It's more like a Gurukul. So sometimes there was a marriage nearby. So some students were very clever. So they will dress up nicely and then go and attend and eat the feast. So the people from the girl side, they think that he must be from the boy side. Because how do you know who all are coming from the boy side? And the people who are from the boy side, they are not bothered anyway, because they are the guest. So they think he must be from their side, So they go nicely eat, come back. So here also Krishna, he is related to Shishupal. So the king probably thinks that he must have invited him because his cousin is getting married, so he wants to see the marriage. So there is no problem. So he is not going to go and ask them, did he invite him? Or he is there. He thinks that they already know. And Shishupal, if he gets the news, he would think that he must have invited. Because kings would also invite in their daughter's marriage, they will also invite all their friends, relatives. So I would think, well, he is inviting, I cannot stop him, whom to invite, whom not to invite. It's not that he is going to choose that. So both can be in that confusion, and there can be a fusion in the confusion.
I guess I was thinking that Krishna lost the surprise element by announcing himself. He could have just gone, kidnapped her, because he's there to kidnap her.
Yeah.
But now he has sort of exposed himself.
No, but he's only telling to Rukmani. Of course, if king is coming, he knows. But he's saying, I'm only coming to see the marriage. Means I'm just coming to participate in the marriage. I'm not coming to participate means participating in Shishupal Rukmani marriage. I'm not coming here that I want to be a contender. That's what Rukmani herself said, that you come like that, and then you'll have no problem.
So the second question I had was the beginning. Rukmini has beautiful logic. I thought it was just so nicely explained, and how she thinks. But the one thing that I don't get is that when Krishna is leaving, she says that he started to leave with the Brahmana, and then he realized that I have some physical defect. So what's her logic? He's never seen her, so how would he reach that conclusion?
Well, maybe he asked the Brahmana.
Oh, okay. Does she have any physical defects? Okay.
Yeah. Also, anisht sankini bandhu hridayani bhavanti. So this is, mind works like that. When you have love for somebody, then you see problem in yourself, not in the other person.
Is marriage used to be at night earlier also?
Marriage can be according to the nakshatra. Doesn't have to be at night. Okay.